Hey guys, what's going on? Bear with me for a second. Still getting the hang of this Google Hangouts, but we hope you like it. It's just out of an effort to make it easier for y'all to get the information that y'all want and need to make your business better. Excuse me. It's my jungle juice. This business, you need energy, and however you choose to get it. Okay, today we're talking about how to mine your database or data bank. There's two ways to look at it, and the way that I prefer is to look at it as a data bank, and because it's literally potential of money just sitting in your data bank, in your database, in your Google contacts or whatever you're using. So today I'm going to go over a few really good ideas. Not my ideas. I didn't create these by any means. Just kind of taken from, learning from different sources and seeing what's working for other people. But I got some really good things, some action items that you can literally, after this class, go do and implement. Actually, I have a few really cheap options that have huge return possibility, and then I have free things that you can do for free. So that's always cool. So when you're talking about a database, from day one in your real estate business, you should always have a database. For new agents, day one, start with the database. If it's a Google Contacts, spreadsheet, or if it's your Google Contacts, you gotta, start with the database and segment as much as possible. So when I say segment, I mean, buyers, sellers, homeowners, renters, even criteria for buyers. The more you have it segmented, the better, you can use that info to basically mine to them, mine your contacts. So one of the big tools that we're a fan of is MailChimp. We use it here at the office. Our newsletter or our emails that y'all get from us are from MailChimp. And the good thing about it for y'all is they do have a free option. There's a free option. I think it's up to 2,000 subscribers. So subscriber is basically a contact, someone that has given you information to market to them and email them. So 2,000 is a great start. Once you hit that ceiling of 2,000, hey, awesome. You're doing something right. And the next tier is like $10 a month for like 5,000. If you have 2,000 or 5,000 contacts in your database, there's no reason you can't, make some money in the next 30 days directly from that, the next 60 days, the next 90 days. That should feed you. If you're doing the right things, it should definitely feed you. So MailChimp, that's a free one. So the number one thing is to compile your contacts that you do have. If you have to go in there manually and do it, just get them in there and then segment them. So in MailChimp, there's options called segments. So you can segment them in as many ways as possible. Another CRM, contact relationship manager database is Contactually. There's a ton. Contactually is one of my favorites. They have the option to segment into buckets. So, and people can be in multiple buckets. So you can have, Mr. Joe, who he's a buyer and he wants to be in Spring Branch and he's spending between 100 and 200. So then you can have buckets for Spring Branch, buyer, and 100 to 200 criteria. So that's really cool because it helps you market to them. So someone can be in 7 buckets, so then you can just grab that bucket and mass email that particular segment, so where it's highly targeted. Another CRM that I like and I recommend is Insightly. Insightly's free up to 1,000 or so. So the difference is in Insightly versus MailChimp is strictly an email management software. So it's going to manage your database and your emails and kind of make it easy to mass email them. Insightly is more of strictly a CRM. It's really awesome. I mean, it's better than a lot of things you can get. and they have a free option. So milk the free option, go sign up for it, and you can segment the same thing. So another one I'm going to tell you about. So let's go take a look. Before I show you that though, so one strategy that we're going to do right now, this is kind of for if you have people in your database that you haven't really talked to. I know it's really easy to not do anything with them, and these people might not have heard you. You know, if your database is past clients, it's okay if you haven't talked to them in 6 months or a year. It's okay. I have something that we're gonna do. It's free. There's no reason you shouldn't do it. And if you do it, I promise you will get some responses. You will get some people talking to you, and you can reignite that relationship. So, and that strategy is I use something called Area Pulse, and I just found it. It's really cool. So let me take y'all in there real quick. So this is, I'll take you to just the home page. So usually if you haven't signed in, if you aren't a member yet, there's a sign up right here. So sign up or log in for me. So I just got this. So don't mind the numbers. I have a premium account. It's $20 for a premium account. But if you're not ready yet, go ahead and just do the the free one. It's free. So this is free, and you get 10 reports. You can use a HAR report. You can use, if you have Market Snapshot, you can use those things. But I'm really big on design, and people these days, consumers are very picky themselves. I like to think, and studies show that they are. So design always wins. So what you can do, and let's go back real quick. Let's go back. So the first key item is the action item is segment your database, get as much people in it as possible, and then go in there and segment it as much as you can. So segment it by homeowners, buyers, homeowners / potential sellers, buyers, and then that's really all you can do right now, unless you don't have a lot of info. So if you don't have a lot of info, I recommend you can go on Elance. I don't know if you heard of Elance or Upwork. Basically, Upwork actually owns Elance, but they're basically virtual assistants kind of thing, but they each specialize in something. So if you go to Elance or you go to Upwork or even Odesk, virtual assistant, and search lead researcher. So lead researcher, what these people will do for a very small fee, for like $4 an hour, $5 an hour, total cost $20, $50, depending how big your database is. You send them your database, and they'll go in and fill in all the blanks, or as best as they can. They'll do research. Let's say you have this guy's first name, his email, and his phone number. These lead researchers might be able to find his address, his last name, or vice versa. You only have his first name, last name, and email. They'll find his phone number, they'll find his address, and they'll just kind of fill in the blanks on all your database. So I recommend doing something like that. It's worth the investment. Or you can do it yourself, white pages, a Google search. I do it all the time. But get in as much info as you can and segment it. So then what you want to do is you want to find your top 10 areas. For this particular strategy that we're going to do, you want to find your top 10 areas. So in every, if it's a spreadsheet, you should be able to organize by area, by alphabetically or whatever, and you can kind of see, hey, I have 20 people that live in this neighborhood, that live in this area, 50 people that live in this area, 100 people that live in this area. So then you find your top 10 segments, segmented by areas. So Area Pulse gives you 10 free areas, area reports. So find your top 10, determine your top 10, and then we're going to go back in here, and we're going to go back in Area Pulse. One second. and we're going to do create a new area report. And keep in mind, this is free. So basically how this works is, you know, let's say you got a house coming up over here in this Bear Creek Village area, you know. So actually, I think you have to drag it. 1 second. So you drag the little circle. You can type in the address too, but let's say we just want this. We just want this area, or let's go back to Bear Creek Village. So up here, you have the option to make your radius smaller or bigger. So 0.5 doesn't really cover this whole area. So let's see, 0.75, perfect. We kind of get it to cover as much as possible to where it's, you know, not getting this much, but it's okay. Create report. This stuff is beautiful. So it's making it. It says grab yourself a spud net. This company is pretty quirky, but they're really cool. And I actually reached out to the owner, the developer, and they're going to be releasing some more integrations so we can kind of use it, and trying to get us a discount too. So we'll see what happens. All right. See what it comes up with. Okay. This, in my opinion, is one of the most beautiful market reports that I've ever seen. And I hunt for this stuff because I've been very unhappy and unimpressed with most market reports. So as you can see, this is beautiful. It's got, you know, your picture, your info, the office logo, all this really cool info right here. Very easy to read. You know, days on market, average price. It's kind of going down a little bit since May. The map of homes. It's interactive. And one of my favorite parts is, so like it tells you new homes on the market, average, homes off the market, and homes pending. So a house I just sold should be on here, but 30 days. I think it's just over. Okay. So, and this is really cool too, because it's kind of built in IDX. If they click on a house, it shows them all the pictures. It's very cool, and it's free. You know, it's just crazy. So we're gonna go up here. We're gonna hit save, and we're gonna, you know, call it the area, Bear Creek Village. Save. So I'm gonna show you two things you can do. One of them's free, and one of them's you can spend as much as you want. So what you do is when you go, you can download a PDF, but I wouldn't do that unless you're, you know, if you're taking it in person, you're printing it out. For an elderly client who doesn't use computer, you can print it out. It looks it still looks good. So you can do share and then report URL. So check this out. So they give you a free access URL and they give you a required registration access URL. This is going to come in handy for the next thing that I show you. But for the sake of what we're doing right now is I want you to go in MailChimp and get your MailChimp or in Slightly or whatever you're going to use to do it, or if you're using it in Gmail. If you're doing it in Gmail, just make sure that you don't carbon copy. You don't CC everybody. You BCC them, blind carbon copy. That way everyone doesn't get everyone else's email. Just be careful with that. But so get the URL that we just pulled up and go in, you know, if you have 20 clients or 10 contacts in this area, you're going to write up a little email. You're going to email all of them at once, you know, mass email, but make it look clean and don't do the CC, whatever you do. So we're going to email them. Hey, hope all is well. I thought you might like to see this market report I created for your neighborhood or your area. It's interactive and shows you pictures of everything that's sold and come on the market in the past 6 months, basically is what it's showing them. So I hope you found it useful. Let me know if you'd like a specific valuation for your home. This is mainly for homeowners or even like renters who are interested in an area, but people love these market reports. So I promise you, if you do this, you will get some response and people are really going to like it because it's interactive. So basically the email is just for you, subject line, get them to open it, something good. MailChimp's got a really cool subject line researcher. So, hey, I made this just for you. So I hope all is well. I have a new tool. I'm very excited. It's interactive map. I made it just for your area. I hope you find it informative. If you'd like a specific home valuation for your home, let me know, and I'll run a market report to see your a home value report to see your equity. However you want to word it. The options are limitless, but just get it short and sweet, and shoot them a link. Shoot them a link with that link that we just gave you, and then it's very beautiful. So you can see what they'll see. 1 second. So we have this link right here, and then I'm going to go in here. And okay, hold on. Let me do an incognito so y'all can see what it looks like to them. So this is what they'll see. They can, they'll click this. It'll, subscribe button, view report. I don't know why the download PDF's not on, but really cool. And that's what they see. And I promise you, you'll get some responses. The other one is a required registration. And this, what I've been doing with this is, it's pretty cool. Let me show y'all. So that's for your database. Segment these databases, your database, into at least 10. You can pay for the service and do as many as you want, but Area Pulse, you get 10 free ones. So find your top 10 areas for your database and make an area report for those top 10, and email each segment an email with their own link that says, hey, hope all is well. I have this new tool. It's interactive and it's really cool and shows all the pictures of homes and all the info that's come on the market and sold in the past 6 months. Take a look. If you want a home value report, let me know and I'll work up an equity report, or however you want to word it. So that's a really cool thing. So what I also like to do is, and I haven't actually done this myself in a while, so I don't have a live version to show you, but it's really cool. You can upload your database into Facebook, and if you don't know how to do this yet, we have videos. You can come to myself or Spencer, or even on the website. We definitely have videos how to make an audience on Facebook. But what I'm doing is I'm uploading my database emails into a custom audience. So let's say you have 1,000 emails, or 500. Let's say you have 500 emails. A pretty good chance at least 250 of those emails are going to link up with a Facebook account. That just means that person used that email that you have for their Facebook account. So if it matches up for their Facebook account, you're golden. 250 is better than nothing. So, and it's cheaper. So what you'll do is you'll make a Facebook ad that says, for my favorite clients, of your business page, says, for my favorite clients, here's a market report just for your area. Take a look and let me know, take a look, or however you want to word it. And basically it'll only show to those people in your database, to my favorite clients, here's a market report for your area. That's it. You could do $5 a day. So I'm going to show you kind of what's working for me. Kind of along the lines, it's a little different. I don't have one up that's exactly what I'm telling y'all about, but I'm going to show y'all something real quick. So just for the sake of testing. So I literally just started this ad 2 days ago, October 5th, or October 5th at like 10 p.m. at night. So it's about 2.5 days. So let me see if I can get y'all. So what I did was I made a market report of a certain area, Spring Shadows, and then made an ad in the last 30 days. You know, you can put whatever you want. Honestly, that's like the automated stuff. I didn't make that. It just kind of pulled it from the report and I kept it. But down here it says, see exactly what's going on in the Spring Shadows housing market. Click here to see a free, beautiful, interactive, and easy to understand market report with all the latest sales, including pictures. Look at this. 2 shares, 1 like. That's cool. But the coolest stuff is I've only spent $12, and for $12, I got 2 leads. 2 people who actually gave me their email and their name. I actually already found their addresses in Realist. I just did a search for their name, and then I searched by zip code. Found it, sent them handwritten notes. So we'll see what happens. So for $12, and I actually got those when I had spent less than 10. So out of 1,100 people that saw the ad, 48 clicked on it, and 2 of them signed up. So those are pretty good. So let me show you what they see. So what they see is, one second, please hold. Okay, so when you go back to that certain market report, you go to report URL, and the second one says required registration. So this is what they see. Everyone who clicks that ad, and that ad's not for my database, but if you load the specific emails of your database into a custom audience, your clients are gonna, people that you know are gonna see it. So when they see it, they're going to see your name. They're going to see, you know, relevance that they might have talked to you or worked with you, or you might have sold them a house 2 years ago, whatever. They'll recognize you. You say, for my favorite clients only, here's a report, a free, interactive, and easy to read report full of pictures. So when they click it, if you use this option, this is what they see. I don't know why that's blurred. That shouldn't be blurred. But it says, please register to view the reports. They type in their name, their email, receive report monthly. It's automatically like that and done. So that's a forced registration, and then that's a lead. So with your clients, you know, you don't have to do the required registration, but there's really no way to track it. So that's kind of a double-edged sword. With your clients, you might want to give them a free access, and then with an ad, you might want to give them, you know, for sure required registration. So for $12, I'm doing, you know, I've got 2 leads for $12, effectively a $6 per lead cost, which is awesome. Both those people own like a $200,000 house in Spring Branch, and so these people, I made an audience. For me, I found the money is in like 40 to 65 plus as far as age, 40 to 65 plus, and Houston homeowner, or not Houston homeowner because you can't search that, but under residential profile, you can search how long they've lived in their home. So I do 3 years and up. If they lived in their home for more than 3 years, then, and they're over 40 and they live in Spring Branch, then they're going to see that ad. And those are pretty good numbers. I'll take those numbers. So originally on the 5th, what I did was this. I made two ads, and one of them right off the bat was performing much better than the other. And I just changed the wording. So you can see right here, 25 cents per website click versus 165. That's kind of pricey. So I showed you the first one. Let me show you what this one looks like. And really, all it was, and here, the only difference really is free Spring Shadows or neighborhood, insert neighborhood name report, or free 77080 market report. So, and we kind of know, like, you know, a specific target is way more successful in marketing you know, being real specific. So I kind of knew that, but it's always good to like double check and just to, you know, marketing is testing and it's experimenting. So right off the bat, it was like a 10 times less cost per lead per click just to have the neighborhood name in there instead of the zip code. So after like 8 hours, I turned this one off and went back to this one, to the one for Spring Shadows. And you know, I spent $12, man, and it's 2 leads, and I'm gonna work those people. They're in my database now, and they're gonna get, you know, some talking to. Some lady already liked this, Miss Irene, and you could even reach out to them. You know, people that like it, and it's been shared twice. That's pretty cool. So let me show you something else. So for your database, something else you can do for your database. So how I was telling you to load your database. So in this scenario, what I'm going to show you, I loaded leads. I had about 600 home seller value leads, people that requested home values in the last, you know, 4 months, 4 to 5 months. And I loaded 600 of them into Facebook, and about 500 were actually, I could locate, you know, their Facebook account. So you load it in here, and I'm going to show you what I did. And real quick, for this one, I was doing it as a different strategy, because a lot of people who like just requested their home values are seeing this, because every week I update the audience with new leads. So I threw a little bit more money at it, and it's really highly targeted. So I'm experimenting with a little bit, you know, cost per click and how much I'm spending per day, which is why you're seeing 135. I spent 135 total, but 38 clicks. And check this out. So I've gotten, out of those 500 people that I loaded, this many people have already seen it. 322. This guy, Jim Beavers, already sold him a house. Charlie McDonough, Donahue, already sold him a house. These people are in my pipeline, and they're liking my stuff, and they're seeing me everywhere. And that's kind of, you know, one way you can do. So this ad says, we have over 100 5-star reviews online. Thank you to our amazing clients that trusted us with helping them buy or sell a home. Click here to schedule a free private consultation. And then I just put some recent reviews. These are real reviews. You know, just copy and pasted them. And then it leads to a landing page. And this is an easy way, you know, experience matters, hiring the right realtor is about finding a professional you respect and trust will help you achieve your goals. We would love to work with you. Request a call. So I'm showing this to people who have expressed interest in selling and who are interested in, you know, haven't yet committed and not listed yet. So this is something you can do. This is a way to get in front of your database. Load your database in here into Facebook. Make an ad like this. It could say, maybe you don't have 100, maybe you have 10. You know, I'm so happy helping these clients, or, you know, the options are limitless as far as what you can say. But, you know, maybe you just closed a house. I just helped, you know, a client sell this house in 5 days over market value. Such a darling to work with. Click here to look at, you know, this home. Just a way to get in front of them. Or there, you could even include the area pulse report. So it's really, you know, you can do whatever you want, but these are ways to load your database into Facebook and market to them and get back in front of them. But do the area pulse report. This is easy money. It's easy money. So let's stop real quick. So right off the bat, I want you to segment your database, get it in areas. If it's buyers looking to be in an area, or owners who own in a certain area. Everyone loves market data if it's beautiful and interactive and easy to read. So most CMAs that I've come across are not. So you have Area Pulse. It's 10 free ones. So go and make your top 10 areas and get that stuff out there. Email them. Just take a leap of faith. I promise you, even if you haven't talked to someone in a year, hey, hope all is well. I have this cool new tool. You know, if you want to get a home equity report or home, you know, see what's going on in your area, take a look. I guarantee you 30%, 25, 30% are going to respond and say, thank you, this is awesome. And then that's for up to you to keep the conversation going. Another way, so real quick, Insightly, we have Insightly here, and I'm going to show y'all what Insightly looks like. It's a free CRM. Because I know everybody's scared of paying stuff. 1 second. Insightly. Last night I went and made a free account. Or hold on real quick. So what you want to do is you want to click sign up free. So click sign up free. That's the free account. And then once you do that, you can log in. And this is pretty cool. It's pretty cool for a free CRM. Integrates with a lot of stuff. It kind of gives you some sample stuff to work on. And for a free CRM, it's really the best option I've ever seen. You can do your tasks. It kind of gives you some tasks to already, you know, add your customers, invite your team, save your emails. So this is where you would enter your contacts. You can import them right here. And it gives you history, emails, notes, files, tasks, events. So opportunities, reports. So here you go, custom field. So basically what you would need to do for Insightly is you would have to make so forgive me for not being a master at this yet. Add, So you can add the address and then segment by that, but you know, you should be able to look at least an overview of your clients and kind of see, you know, where they're at. And so this is pretty cool. Projects. I guess projects could be listings or transactions, really. So yeah. So Insightly, MailChimp. Check out MailChimp real quick. So MailChimp, sign up free. Just click right there. Boom. It's super easy. We have a lot of stuff online on the website, completeagentdevelopment.com. Go under resources and then videos. And we have a lot of videos that Spencer's made, put a lot of time and effort kind of walking you through it. Really cool. And then Area Pulse, you're just going to go to areapulse.com and you're going to, you know, usually it says sign up right there. So just sign up, and those are free and really cool tools. So you have two things you can do right off the bat. One of them is the free Area Pulse reports to your clients and database. Segment your top 10 areas. And the other one is make an ad for it. You can load the audience into Facebook and load your custom database into Facebook and make an ad on your business page and come to us if you need help. And there's videos on this too. But make an ad. And I like for my favorite clients, here's a market report. You can do that. It's really awesome. And it works. Your clients will see you like, whoa, how did she get here? That's cool. You know, one thing else you can do, let me show you one more thing. I know I'm going back and forth. Bear with me, getting excited. So if you go to your dashboard, you have a link right here. your area pull strip page. So this is your link. I'm going to copy it. And for the sake of doing an example, I'm going to show you what it would look like. You could even do this link. You can send this link or make an ad or make an email with this link and give them this link that lets them make their own. So this is what they will see. They will see this. They can put it wherever they want. They can zoom in, you know, our office, and they have control, which is cool too. So it's up to you. You know, we know that our average sell price is like 700,000, but you know, this puts them in control. So that's really cool. Or you can just go ahead and make it for them. So I forgot if it actually asks for email, but let's see what happens. I think it does. Ah, yes. And for some reason it's being a little buggy, but that usually shows through. It might be because I'm on incognito, but so this is cool. It lets them they've kind of already invested in making the map and stuff like that, so they're more likely to keep it going and finish typing in their stuff. So that's one option. Or you can make it for them. This is really cool, and this is free. Everyone likes free. So there you go. And another, just some things to leave y'all with. Another thing to think about is if you need a reason to reach out, think about your previous clients' closing anniversaries. You know, closing anniversary, perfect time for you to check in with an email or phone call or a text. Say, hey, I don't know if you remember, but happy anniversary. You know, it's been 2 years. It's been a year. If you'd like a home equity report, let me know and I can make a home valuation. You'd be surprised. People will like to hear from you. And if you position yourself as an expert and offer these home valuation reports, you can give them value, and they're free and they're beautiful. Birthdays, make them feel special. Connect on Facebook, on LinkedIn, find them, you know, kind of reignite the fallen relationship. And if they've already bought a house or they've already sold, maybe they have someone else who can, you know, they can refer you to. So I want to finish off with a couple, with 2 other action items that have had good experience with. And I think that every agent should have a top 50 list, your top 50 list of clients, your top 50 clients. So one strategy that I've taken into account and have heard a lot of success, people doing it, everyone's different, but calling 12 people a week off your top 50, you should have a top 50 list, call 12 people a week. And that is essentially you touch your top 50 once a month. And these are people that you know, your top clients, your A clients that refer you, you had a good experience with them, everything went smoothly, and they like you. So it comes out to once a month, and if you call 12 a week, and it just builds a relationship. And you're just calling to check in, see, hey, what's going on, find commonalities, build rapport, and just you're building the relationship. You have no really immediate goal. Your goal is long term. Your goal is a year from now that you've built a great relationship with these top 50 people. Because if they're in your top 50, they're there for a reason. They're there because they're good people to work with. Everything went well. They're easy to work with. And we know birds of a feather flock together. And they're going to have people that are like them and their friends and their family and their sphere of influence. So work on the top 50. The second one is the favorite 50 people. You should have your favorite 50 people, not clients, but people, lenders, friends, peers, other agents, lawyers, doctors, your CPA, anyone that's your damn dry cleaner lady, you know, your top favorite 50 people, and they don't have to be a client. And if you keep in touch with these people using the 12 a week, you call 12 people a week, it's like 2 people a day, pretty much 1 to 2 a day. It's 1.5 a day actually. So if you just call them 1.5 a day or reach out somehow, Facebook message, Facebook comment, something, that'll equal, it's proven 1 new lead a year. 1 new lead a year. So if you have 50 people giving you one new lead a year, that's 50 transactions. 50 transactions is a good place to start. So and you know, one a year, that's super easy. These people will have one person a year. So firsthand experience, one of my good lenders, he's, you know, they hooked me up at Gateway Mortgage. They just gave me a listing, gave me and my team a listing, and we, you know, he actually just gave me Texans tickets for tonight too, which is pretty sweet. A listing and Texans tickets, you know, and they bought me lunch last week. So this is a lender, you know, he's got a ton of agents out there that in his relationship, you know, sphere, but he's given us Texans tickets to the game tonight, and he's given us a listing because he sees us work hard, and he sees us, you know, that we're, I guess he likes us. I don't know, but be cool with these people. If they're in your favorite 50, then, you know, obviously you like them and they like you, and just build that relationship, and you'll get one new lead a year. And you always got to keep in mind, in this business, the people who really stick around and make money and make a career out of this are planning for next year's business. They're planning 6 months ahead, a year ahead. They're planning 3 years. They're planning 5 years, 10 years. And that's how you have to look at it. You can't look at it, I need money now, next month, you know, what can I do now? That's true. That's a vital part of it. And there are strategies like today, the one I gave you about emailing an area pulse report. But you got to have the long term in mind. You got to have a year from now, 2 years from now. If you plan on being in this business for a long time, it's worth it to put the work in now, because it'll pay you. It'll pay your bills and, you know, pay for your food for years. So top 50 list of clients, you're going to call them 12 a week, effectively touching once a month. Build a relationship with clients. Top 50 favorite people, lenders, CPAs, doctors, lawyers, anyone, basically anybody, your personal trainer, the guys you hoop with, whatever. These people can bring you one new lead a year. So just call 12 a week and one new lead a year. And then so that's pretty much the class. Go out there. I promise you, do this and let me know what happens. I really want to know. And you know, if anyone comes at me and tells me, hey, I emailed my database of 200 a pulse report, and I have, you know, 10 of them email me back, and I have an appointment, I want to know. Let us know so I can share the good news. Because I think I feel really strongly that this stuff works. If you need help with the Facebook ads for the loading up your audience, let us know. We'll help you as much as we can. Look on the website. But you have 3 things to do that will really could create some income for you from your current database. So go out there, do it. Just suck up your pride, get past whatever inhibitions you're telling yourself. Just make the area pulse report, send the email, see what happens, and let us know. All right, thanks, guys. Y'all have a good day, and stay positive and get to work.